This is the plaintiff, Charles Lloyd. He says he brought his computer to the defendant's store for repair and the inept guy lost the thing. The defendant obviously doesn't know how to run a successful business because he refuses to compensate him for his loss. And look where it landed him, in court. He's suing for $1,500, the value of his missing property. This is the defendant, Mohammed Boot. He says he repaired the plaintiff's computer immediately and then called him a week later and told him it was ready for pickup. He never heard from the guy, so he left a few more messages. Then, 5 months later, the plaintiff tells him he's ready to pick the thing up. Sorry, but he has a policy of scrapping anything left over 60 days, and that's just what happened to the plaintiff's computer. It was scrapped. He's accused of deleting a customer.
Okay, Charles Lloyd.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, you are suing Mohammed Butt. You've asked not to use the company name, but you're suing his company. Are you the owner?
Yes.
Okay. For $1,500 that you say is the value of a computer that they lost, that you handed to them to repair. What happened?
Yes. Judge, in September of 2010, I took my computer to the store.
What was wrong with it?
It needed to be upgrade the Windows
What did it
software.
have? What was in it now at that point?
It had an older version of Windows. I don't remember what I'm not so good with the computer system. So my wife who bought it for me. And
How did your wife get it?
she bought it from her job.
How old was this computer?
The computer was about 2 years old, I think.
2 years old?
Yes, when she bought it. And we had it for about 7 to 8 years.
Okay.
Right.
So it's a 10-year-old computer?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, but at the time, the computer, 10 years ago, the computer was about $3,000 to $4,000 for it.
So is this a laptop or is this a desktop?
It's a desktop.
Okay. Does it have a
Yes.
fat back?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Go on.
I took the computer to the store in September, and I called the store after a week. He told me it will be ready in 1 week. And I called the store, and it was now ready in a week. I give another couple of weeks, and then I called again, and this was around December. Around November, December time. The defendant again told me that.
What? Wait a minute. That's not a couple weeks. That's a long
No, I
time.
called-
You
I
left
called-
this there when? September what?
September 25th.
Okay. So a couple weeks would put us in September, not in
Right.
December.
Yeah,
or
then I
November.
called him. I called again. I called around November.
How many times did you call between the time you left it and December?
About 3 times.
I mean, you're a very patient man. Do you have
Yes.
another computer or something?
I'm very patient. Yes, very patient.
Do you have another computer that you use?
Yes, I had another computer at home.
Okay, so
Yes,
it's not a rush.
yes.
All right, so 3 times you call, and what do they tell you? It takes 10 minutes to do this, right?
Well, they told me that they're going to look for the computer. Because
What do you mean, look for the computer?
Well, this is it. They told me they were going to look for it, and because they had over 300 computers in their basement.
Okay, but
And-
in September,
yeah.
how many times do you call?
I called once in September. Yeah.
All right, and then the second time you call is when?
Around November, December, because what happened was I moved from Queens to New Jersey. And, the time went by for a while.
Okay, so then they say we're going to look for the computer.
Yeah.
And what happens then?
Well, I didn't hear from them.
In fact, a couple of months pass.
Right.
And then they tell you, look, we can't find your computer.
Right.
It's been too long.
Right.
What's going on? Did you fix his computer? Where is
His
it?
computer was fixed, and 2 weeks later, we called, left a message. The computer is ready to be picked up.
This was in September.
And no, the first week of
I
October.
never got a call,
Hold on,
Judge.
hold on. This is when?
After first week of October,
Of October.
because 25th of September
Yeah,
he
got
dropped
it.
the computer. First
How
week
do you
of
know
October,
that he was called 2 weeks later?
No, we keep. I mean,
Can I see I want to know. Can I see the records that
No.
show that to you?
this is just a receipt. We just called and.
Okay, but how do you know that he was called? Is there some notation somewhere, or that's just your practice?
This practice, we call 2 weeks later. Once the computer is ready, we call the customer. We let them know the computer is ready to be picked up.
How do you know it was done in this case?
I don't have any. We just called twice to the customer, let them know the computer is ready to be picked up. Also on the receipt,
And what was he saying to whoever was calling him?
we left messages. There
Okay,
was no
go on.
that the computer is ready to be picked up. After that, the next time we get a call from Mr. Charles Lloyd came on February 18th.
February 18th,
Yes.
not November or December.
February 18th, he comes in. He asks for his computer back.
Wait, does he say, hey, I know it's been 5 months, but
Yes, he did say that.
sheepishly?
That
Yeah, he
it's
was like
been,
embarrassed.
I was moving from one place to the other. I didn't have time to.
In 5 months? How long does it take you to move?
So
Okay.
it's, so I'm sorry. He apologized about that. That he's been late, and that he understands that it's been his fault that he hasn't come to pick up his
Did
computer.
he have this conversation with you?
Yes.
So
And
what
then
did
he
you tell
said, I understand that, but can you please find my computer? So I said, as a courtesy, I will look for it, but normally within 60 days, we have to scrape the computer because once this way we'll just keep accumulating computers.
Yeah, otherwise you have no space. But
Exactly.
do you know what was done with this particular computer? You can't find it.
We have recyclers coming in and they just pick it up from
And you
us.
just, do they pay you for it? Like, do you?
No, not
They
really.
pay you nothing? They
Unless
just take
something, it's basically, it's a 10-year-old computer. I don't expect.
How do you
anything
figure
from
that, just out of curiosity, that a 10-year-old computer would be worth $1,500?
I'm asking for the depreciated values.
That's depreciated value?
From the
It's got a big fat back.
No, no.
Do you have any, I mean, seriously, like, that's the depreciated value?
So how long does the store owner have to wait before disposing of the property?
I think 30 days.
30 days he can just throw it out or sell it or whatever.
I think 30 days is the proper time.
You buying 30 days?
I think it should be about 3 or 4 months. After that, it's safe.
Okay, 3 or 4 months, 30 days. What do you say?
I agree with 30 days. I mean, that's plenty of time unless you make special arrangements.
30 days has it down here, going inside the courtroom.
When the computer was new,
Okay.
it was over $3,000,
So
and it
how do
had
you figure
attachments
that
to
in
it.
10 years, all it depreciated was 50% with the advances in technology? How
Mm.
do you figure? And plus, it has an old Windows, it has old everything. So how is it that
Your
you figure it
Honor,
would be worth $1,500?
we had added some stuff to the computer.
All right,
There's no notification at all from the store. I never got a call from the store. I never get a notification in writing that I should pick it up or anything. It's on the back of the receipt saying that I should pick it up 30 days, I think it says, yes.
Wait, on the back, can I see the back of your receipt? I don't
Yeah.
know what you're saying there.
And it says in notification, is ordered or refunded unless would be notified.
Yeah, let me see that. I
Yeah,
want to see that.
nobody ever got to me about it. I wanted my computer, that's why I keep going to the store.
Do you have any proof that you made these phone calls in September, November, December?
No, Your Honor, I would call on my cell phone every time. I don't.
I know. That's why you
yeah.
have proof, because you call on your cell phone.
Yeah, but how would I don't have.
You'd get
any-
your cell phone records and you'd show them to me. That's
No,
how you do it, like every other litigant does.
No, I don't. I have a prepaid phone.
Okay. Okay. Here's how I see this, all right? It sounds like he dropped the ball and he was sort of dragging his feet. But his testimony is, no one ever notified me. I expect, once he says that, based on your contract, your invoice that you give to them, it says, you must pick it up in 30 days. Maybe it should say that. What it says is you must pick it up in 30 days after notification, which means the burden in this courtroom is on you to prove notification. I'm not all that impressed with the way you've proven notification. Pawn shops, for example, will show me certified mail of how they sent out notification. There's other ways you could do it. At a minimum, whoever it is notifying should write their name, called customer, left message on recorder, and sign their name, and then you'd show me your business record to show notification. But you have nothing. You say, it must have happened, Judge, because that's what we do. So I don't think that your side has adequately proven notification. That would mean that you win the case, but there's two parts to every case. One is, did somebody do you wrong? You've proven that based on their inability to prove notification on a certain date. Two is, how much are you out? And your declaring it's $1,500 is useless.
Yeah.
What you have is a 10-year-old computer that doesn't have an updated system. Do you have any proof of what, we've done a lot of work to it, we've done what? Can I see the proof of what you've done so I can try to assess and estimate a value to this item?
No, I don't have that proof,
Okay,
Your Honor.
well, that's unfortunate.
But we bought some extra stuff for the computer.
That's
external
flapping
drives
gums. I
and
need
whatnot.
evidence. Do you have evidence? That's my problem. Just like I made him, what's good for the goose is good for the gander. If I'm going to look at him and say, you don't have evidence, that's just your flapping gums, I'm going to say the same thing to you. All righty, Mr. Lloyd, I find in your favor in the amount of $250 verdict for the plaintiff.
Well, so the plaintiff has won this case in the People's Court. Step right over here. What is your feeling about what you learned?
Basically, keep notification and document everything I do.
Okay, so what are you going to do differently from now on? You're going to call this customer or any customer, and what are you going to do to prove it?
Basically, make documentation and send out like certified mail. This way, I'll
All
have
right.
proof that I mailed the.
Whoever makes the
information.
call, make notes on the log,
Exactly.
bring the log to court, that's proof.
Exactly.
All right, okay, so head around the corner right here.
Thank you.
All right, so he learned his lesson, and come on in here. You sued for a lot more than you got. You satisfied with what you wound up with? $250.
Well, look, I have to accept the judge's decision, but I thought the computer was valued much more than that because from the software and stuff that we added to it. But I accept the judge's decision. I'm satisfied.
Over to Harvey.
So in any case like this, if you're allowed to win a case such as this, you are entitled to the depreciated value of the item. So it may have cost you a lot, but you have to look at it at the time of the loss.